So, let's start the class. And today we are going to discuss about a serious matter, this obnoxious weather that we are experiencing. It's literally boiling outside. Now, the point is, why is it happening? Is it purely the fault of environment or us or science? For me, I think somewhere down the line, we humans are really accountable for this, because most of us, rather the promoters, I would say, they are building tall multi-storied buildings and shopping complexes. There are lots of buildings where they are trying to cover the ponds and the rivers, chopping trees, and buildings are being constructed. Now, if there is no water body, there is no pond, there's no river, how on earth you can get the clouds? Because from the water, the water bodies, the water is evaporated, and thereby clouds are formed. From the clouds, we get that rainfall or the shower. But without water bodies, how can we get clouds? Without clouds, how can you get a rainfall? So I think this is a key reason of this scorching heat. However, there are many other reasons. Let me see what are your reasons. I'll straight away go to Bidisha. As you are a geography student, you can guide us better. Yes.
Ma'am, we humans are 90% responsible for these climatical changes and these types of extreme weather. But ma'am, there are some geological reasons for this heat wave this year, because we have that type of weather, that type of summer in here where we soaked, and there are more humidity in the summer where we can sweat very much. But this year we don't sweat that much. And it is a very dry summer, like Delhi.
Yeah.
And because ma'am, there are geological reason for this, where it is called El Nino. Ma'am, this is a kind of heat ocean wave that caused this type of weather, summer weather. So that's why it's not raining, because of this dryness, ma'am. Because when rain needs humidity, rain needs water, and if there is no water, then it will not rain.
So is it that in 2024 this El Nino effect?
No, ma'am. It is the range of 10 to 12 years between this El Nino happened.
Could you please throw some light on El Nino, particularly what is El Nino and when it happens?
Ma'am, it's not any particular in any particular time it happened. It happened sometime when the heat Northern America. There are two types of wave we know. That is, one is heat wave and one is cold wave. And when cold wave is here, that causes the humidity, because we all know that heat wave always attracts to the cold wave. That causes the humidity and it causes the rain. But and now in here we have the hot wave, that and in North America part there is cold wave, and that's why the always heat wave attracts to cold wave. That's why in Northern America there are some rain and some tornado, these types of weather disturbance we can see. But in here we don't see that type of weather.
Right. So absolutely, this is fine. We understood about the El Nino and why it's so hot, and the geographical reasons that it's so dry, it's not that humid, and so. But as I was discussing, that some of my UK friends and these people are telling me that over there right now is summer, and in summer there should not be minus degree, but it's literally extremely cold in UK right now
because of that cold ocean wave.
Yeah, I want to know this, that so the countries where it's very hot, it's extremely hot, and the countries where it is cold, it's extremely cold. So In either which way, the climatic situation is extreme. So briefly explain this part. Okay, why? Why is this extreme?
Ma'am, of course, in climatic change, we are the reasons. We are the reason for this climatical change. We cut off many trees and we use many ACs that causes that causes extreme changes in weather. But it cannot be helped, ma'am. If there is this type of scorching weather, we have to use ACs. But there are some other choices also, but we humans don't use that type of choices. But ma'am, we humans are responsible for this climatical change.
So now let's move to Pooja, and Pooja will throw some light on this matter. Okay?
So according to me, as she said, like we are using this much amount of ACs, we have to control it, and like I used to control it because I am not an AC person. Likely I'm used to live in a room. There outside it's a balcony and there are many of the trees. Okay, so if I use AC, that huge humidity goes to them and it will damage them.
The dry air of
the AC.
hot.
Exactly, and they are I saw that because when I used AC, at the very next day the trees got damaged.
Yeah.
The tulsi one, and also some of the leaves get very
They
dry. Die.
So hot.
And of course we are cutting the trees and happening all this cause our environment, and it cause humidity, especially very cause the heat waves also. So we used to control it, and mostly we humans are very much
We
causing
should try to
control it.
Right.
And my aunt used to live in Assam, and there is very cold comparing to our Kolkata, because we can see there is very greenery outside there, and in Kolkata there is some amount of trees we are surrounding towards, so it is the main reason behind it.
So, okay, so now let's quickly move to Shantani. I think she has some valid points. Yeah, please go ahead, Shantani.
Nowadays nowadays temperature is very high because of deforestation is the main reason, and other point is the too much uses of chlorofluorocarbon, the too much uses of fridge, AC. This is that's affect our ozone layer, and in Atlantic area the ozone hole is created. That's why the sun UV rays come in our earth. That is very affected in our skin and temperature, and that's why the temperature is very high. And other is Vidisha said the El Nino effect, that is the main reason that comes from America and Pacific Ocean sides, and this is this effect is the very dry weather, and this is caused very high temperature in our India, and sometimes La Nina is the very cold wind, and this goes to the northern America sides, and that's why there is a very rainy seasons, and their temperature is very low. That is the reason.
Very well said, all three of you. Very compact. So here we also heard about the ozone hole, which is so true. Due to that, the ultraviolet, UVA, UVB, all the harmful rays of the sun is actually penetrating planet Earth. What I'm saying is, see this Earth, okay? Now outside the Earth, there are many layers like stratosphere, troposphere, exosphere. So these are the gas layers. This is actually protecting us. Why should it harm us? Because if outside the Earth there was sun, then we will burn. But the Earth is being shielded and protected with these layers of gases, which is actually good. Now ozone is also this gas, one gas. Now the problem is these gases are good because it's saving us. Now there's a hole in the ozone layer. So what's happening? The harmful light of the sun, the good light we are absorbing, which is great. Like when I was a child, when I was a kid, I never heard of sunscreen lotion. I've never seen any celebrity donate. I never saw my mom or aunts. No, nobody used it because it wasn't available in the market also, and there was no pigmentation, no freckles, no patchy skin, uneven skin tone. This is trending now. That's a skin cancer. It's like so common. All sorts of cancers are common nowadays. Why? Because these good gases, which is actually saving us, because the light cannot come. It's blocking the light because outside the earth, so many layers are there. Now the problem is there's a hole in this ozone layer, and this hole is becoming bigger day by day. As a result, the harmful UV light also is penetrating the earth, and thereby the skin and everything else, the whole nature is facing this damage, which is why we are using sunscreen also. So let me quickly now move to Ushoshi. Let's see what you have to say on this matter. You're audible. Start.
The extreme heat reason is global warming, which is come from deforestation. The human beings are mainly responsible for this because too many modernities. Modernities also is good, but in this case of nature, so this is not applicable for this because we are doing so many things that's affecting on Earth, like we cut off many trees and high-rise of buildings. That is, and Earth is losing their balance. This is the main reason, and another reason is also many artificial things like Dubai. There we can say full blood. In Dubai, this artificial rains are causing, but when this is all about the nature. When sometimes it breaks it. So then now we can see the flood all over there. So that is the main reason of global warming and extreme heat, that are many artificial things that we are doing, and we are going against of the nature and doing so many things. That is the main reason of extreme heat nowadays.
Absolutely. So the conclusion is, you go against nature, nature will go against you. It's like you get a hard slap back because we are absolutely doing things which is not justified, because obviously scientific progress is so good, it's important, but at the same time there should be environmental progress and there should be balance. We need to strike a balance between environmental progress and scientific progress. Otherwise, this is the situation we will be facing. Because I think, what's the point of luxury malls and this and that, all the hi-fi scientific goods that we are supposed to enjoy, but how can we enjoy if we are not healthy, if we can't survive eventually? So I think nature is beyond everything, above everything. It's powerful. Let's respect nature and love nature. On that note, let's wrap it up.